Okay, we're on. Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle podcast coming up next. Survivor Series review. We're going to talk about it. Coming up next.
Your mindset heading into Sunday.
We didn't come here to play games. We are the champions.
Yeah.
And nobody is taking these belts from us.
You want the best? You're looking at her. This ain't just a sport, it's a lifestyle. Welcome to the Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle podcast. We are the champions of wrestling talk. Now, here's your host for Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle podcast, the insightful Scott Barz, wrestling media in the dynamic salute, Darkwing Dub.
We back. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell for more content. Hey, Survivor Series is in the books. And I think this best describes it. Yeah. I think that best describes it right there.
Before we get into this, I just want to say, I hope everybody, and I mean everybody, had a happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, definitely.
Now that I got that out of the way. Straight dumpster juice. This has probably been we was talking earlier. I mean, what'd you say? Straight toilet water? Like
toilet water.
Bro. Like Survivor Series was so bad. Like, I don't even know if I have the words for it right now. It was so bad.
Yeah.
It really was. Like, I'm disappointed at how this went.
Yeah.
Like, you built this up to be the biggest and best thing. You had all these stars out there, you know, and then you shit the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Womp womp.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. And what makes it even worse is that WWE owns WCW.
Mm-hmm.
They've seen you had to have seen how WCW did their war games.
Mm-hmm.
To have your own, because it's owned by WWE since they own WCW, to have your own concept outdone by AEW, bruh, you got a problem. Blood and Guts was 10 times better than this shit that we had the other day. That was, bro, like, you know what I think about this? It's the stuff that I put in the toilet this morning before I went to work. That's what I think of it.
That's the best way to describe it. I mean, honestly, how else can you describe what they did last night? How else can you describe it? How else can you describe it? I mean, like, look, now, if you guys actually supported Survivor Series last night, then you're part of the problem. You're part of the problem. You got to call out the company on their ish so they'll fix it and get it better. You know what I'm saying? You have to do it. As much as you guys complain about AEW, y'all need to be doing the same exact thing to WWE because they are feeding you this slop and y'all keep like all up. And pause, by the way, because I know some of y'all try to be funny. So pause, but that's what y'all doing right now. You muted. You muted.
Jordan Holt's gonna get you later for that, just so you're aware.
Hey, yo, chill, bro. I don't. Chill, bro. Don't even, man. Chill, man. I already paused, so you know what I'm saying.
He's still gonna get you. He's still gonna get you. You know they don't miss a beat, bro.
Yeah,
You found that out.
yeah, but yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
All right, so let's start from the beginning. The
Okay.
women's war game match.
Mm-hmm.
What's your thoughts on the women's war game match?
The women's war game match was pretty good. The only gripe that I have with it was like they got Io Sky doing these crazy spots with the trash can. Is that going to be her thing? Because at one point in time, like I remember years ago, they used to have Kofi Kingston do these crazy spots in the Royal Rumble, and he became synonymous with those crazy spots. So is Io Sky going to be synonymous with these crazy spots with the trash can or whatever she do off the top of the cage? Like, is that going to be synonymous with her? I just want to know, because if she keeps doing it, it's going to get played out. And then nobody's going to want to see it no more, and they're going to want to see something different. So I'm just saying, like, I think they should just take that spot out the next time around. They have a war games for the females. Like, just take it out. Like, you're doing. She did it for the last 3 years. Okay, we know already. She's deaf defying. She could do all this other stuff. Like, yeah, we know that. But we also know she could do other things that's cool too. So I don't really think we should keep seeing these crazy stunts from her with the trash can. Just do something different, But that was my only gripe about that. Other than that, I thought the women's war games was cool. You know what I mean? What's his face is now on the main roster. Last Legend, she did her thing. She had a cool spot in the war games. So I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. Like, I thought the women's war games was fine. I didn't have no problems with that. What was your thoughts on
Eh. Listen, I watched the women's blood and guts match.
Mm-hmm.
Very impressed, right? Now, no. Don't get me wrong. This is WWE.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's not going to be a bunch of blood,
Mm-hmm.
but this is a match where you need to see some kind of color
Right.
other than Lash Legend and Nia Jax's skin.
Mm-hmm.
You got to see some color. We ain't see none of it. This is a match where you need to see some crazy stunts happen, like Mina Shafir stomping on the glass and then kick. Who she kicked? Was it Tony Storm that she kicked with the glass on her foot?
I
Like
think she,
some
yeah.
crazy. It was some crazy stuff. That's the kind of stuff that we need to see in these matches. This is why I said AEW does WWE's own show better than them, because we see the stuff that we don't get to see. Now, don't get me wrong. We know that AEW believes in blood,
Mm-hmm.
believes in it. And I believe they do it too much.
Mm-hmm.
I think WWE, you make an impact with these kind of matches when you see something that you don't see all the time, especially within this company. We needed to see some blood. We needed to see some crazy stuff happen in this match, and we just didn't get it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong. I like EO spot, but that's only one spot.
Mm-hmm.
What about the rest of the match? That was just one freaking spot. And then you make Becky Lynch look weak as hell, tapping out. She tapped out in the match that she had with her husband in what was that, WrestlePalooza?
Yeah,
She
I
tapped out
think
there too.
not to cut you off. I think the whole thing with Becky Lynch was like she's at a point where she's just she's helping other talent build. So I guess that's why they got her in these certain situations as far as like, her
Bro.
character. That's what I think they're doing with her right now. You know what I mean? Cuz
Bro.
she catapulted what's his face, and now she the
Bro.
Intercontinental Champion.
Bro.
Yeah.
So she needs to catapult AJ Lee. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what I mean.
I mean, like she kind of do. We ain't seen AJ Lee for like how many years? She ain't been in the wrestling ring, and we obviously could tell that AJ Lee is kind of rusty still. Like you could tell, like certain moves are still kind of like iffy. She's kind of getting back into her groove a little bit, but she kind of did had to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because AJ Lee is not as crisp just yet. So she kind of like had to carry her a little bit. Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I don't like the look that she just got beat for the Intercontinental title.
Yeah.
And then you turn around and have her tap out in a War Games match. I mean,
Mm.
you don't need. She already now she looks weak.
I mean, I
So
get it. I get it. I understand what you're saying. I completely understand. I get it. But from my opinion, I feel like that's what they're doing with her. You know what I mean? I feel like that's why they got her character like that. I mean, not for nothing. Seth Rollins did the same thing too before he got back to the world title. I mean, if we remember, her husband was doing the exact same thing, putting mad people over for a while, and then all of a sudden, once he did that, he became the world champion eventually. How many times did he put Cody over? And Cody had just returned to the company. How many he put Cody? Even though, let's be for real, Cody was actively wrestling. I'm just saying, her husband did the exact same thing for a bunch of people. So that's all. That's why I was just making the comparison. But I get what you're saying, though. I get it. I get it.
but yeah, so the one positive that I see out of it, outside of the one crazy spot that EO had, was they made, and I'm glad that they did this. We'll see how it transitions from here on out. But they made Legend look like a monster.
Mm-hmm.
They made her look like a straight up bona fide monster. And I'm glad they did that because that's what she was. That's one thing that Triple H did is carry over from her NXT. She was a monster in NXT. So instead of taking that away from her in the main roster, make her look like that too. The way she was beating up on all them women, including Rhea Ripley. So that to me, that was a bright spot by making Lash Legend look strong. Now, will it continue? I guess we'll see because we know Triple H's history when it comes to people of color.
Yeah. Go ahead and continue to talk to our viewers, bro. I gotta do one thing real quick. I'll be right back. Go ahead.
But yeah, so I don't know, people. I don't know. I think War Games is getting played out. I think it's time to stop doing War Games. I think it's time to go back to the traditional Survivor Series matches and go from there. And another thing that I'm sick and tired of. It's just it was cool at first to have quality over quantity, but we're really not getting quality. Triple H and WWE is not providing the PLEs with quality work anymore, quality matches. It's all bad. The one good PLE that we had this year was Evolution. Evolution was the one good PLE. But other than that, there were no good PLEs this year. They've got to Triple H is they're going to have to get out of this 4 or 5 match PLE and go back to having bigger PLEs. They already start at 6 p.m. My time. I'm Central Time Zones. They start at 6 p.m. my time. There's no reason that 4 or 5 matches should go 3 hours. What? If you're going to go 3 hours, 6, 7, 8 matches. Easy. Easy. If you're telling the proper stories, there's nothing wrong with having 6, 7 matches for 3 hours. You don't have to. Yeah. But as far as Survivor Series goes, I think we've had enough of the War Games matches. I think they're going to have to start treating War Games like Hell in a Cell, a special attraction. It's got to be. There are a bunch of people out there that I've talked to that I know for a fact are ready to see the traditional Survivor Series come back. But Triple H has got to see that. This PLE was not it. It just wasn't. It wasn't. And I don't know where they go from here. I know they got John Cena's final match coming up in a couple weeks, and then they're going to have the Royal Rumble over in Saudi Arabia. I, I hope they start 2026 out right, and because what they've done in 2025 was just not it. Just not it, bro.
Yeah, my bad. I had daddy duties, so I had to go take care of that real quick. But
It's all good. I was just going and we can speak on it at the closer to the end of the show, but I was just saying that I think
yeah,
WWE needs to go back to the traditional Survivor Series, and then make War Games a special attraction like Hell in a Cell. Um, Also, I think the 4 or 5 match PLEs have been played out. There's no way you can start at 6 o'clock my time, 7 o'clock your time, and have 4 matches go 3 hours.
yeah,
Like that makes no sense. You're already starting early, so why not add 5, 6, 7 matches? If you're telling the proper stories, there's no problem, especially with these bigger ones like Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, WrestleMania. The bigger ones, you should have more than 4 matches. That's because that's all we got at Survivor Series, 4 freaking matches.
yeah. I mean that's really what it was, and you know, Survivor Series couldn't even keep my interest. Like I was literally while watching Survivor Series, I was just working on our videos. Like I didn't like I tried my hardest to pay attention to what Survivor Series was talking about, and I just couldn't do it. Like it whatever it just couldn't keep my attention. It couldn't keep my attention at all, and the more I tried to force myself to pay attention to it, the more I just got drawn away. The whole mystique of what Survivor Series used to be is not there no more because they're overusing a lot of things in the Survivor Series match that don't need to be done. We don't need let's be for real here. We don't need to have a War Games every Survivor Series. We don't need that. War Games need to be a special attraction, just like you said. We don't need War Games every Survivor Series. But we do need a Survivor Series is a traditional Survivor Series.
What's
You know what I'm
crazy
saying?
is that they gave us a traditional Survivor Series match, but on SmackDown.
Yeah, yeah,
You could have easily had a fifth match right there on Survivor Series, an
yeah,
actual Survivor Series 5-on-5 match,
yeah.
and it was a halfway decent match too. Like, and so the second match I believe was John Cena and Dominic Mysterio. Your thoughts?
John Cena and Dominic Mysterio. I mean, I guess it was okay. I guess you know, um, let me just put it like this: Dominic Mysterio is the future of WWE. Like he's definitely going to be a WWE champion. Let's just be clear. He's going to be a WWE champion in the next few years. He's going to be one of the faces of that company. He's going to be one of their pillars. He is he's that good. Um um uh I like the match, but I just it still wasn't. It's still like I like what Dominic did or whatever. John Cena was cool, but it still wasn't. Nah, I thought their first match was better. If you ask me, I thought the first match was better. Um, I would take the first match over this one, but I get it. You know what I mean? They wanted to make him a Grand Slam champion, and they wanted to lead it to him putting over Dominic Mysterio. So I get it. But yeah, it was. I give that match a C plus. That's about that.
Well, I'll say this. I'm not going to give it a letter grade. Um, instead of it being toilet water, instead of it being toilet water, I'll give it hot dog water. I'll give it hot dog water. I don't think this match was needed. I feel like John Cena should have held on to the Intercontinental title until losing it to more than likely Gunther at Saturday night's main event in his last match. Let Gunther carry the title again until they want to work him back up into the World Heavyweight title picture. Dominic Mysterio didn't need to win that match. John Cena's been taking some L's lately, which is fine. I mean, they typically have the guy on the way out of the door take L's. I get it. But I felt like this match wasn't needed. So that's why I'll give it hot dog water instead of toilet water. Because I really didn't care for it. The one good spot, I guess, was Liv Morgan coming back. Other than that, hot dog water.
Well, like I said, I gave it that letter grade because I guess it was okay, but I didn't. Like I said, it overall I like their first encounter better than this one. So yeah.
It is what it is, bro. You're not going to hear too many good grades out of me. I mean, the first match, I'll give it. I didn't even give a grade on it. I'll give it bucket water. Dirty bucket water for the women's match. And in this match, I'll give it hot dog water. So now we got Stephanie Vaquer versus trash Nikki Bella. I'll let you take that. Take it first.
Man, the only thing that was good in this match was Stephanie Vancouver. I'm sorry. Nikki Bella, I know she had they said she had some sort of wardrobe malfunction. I wasn't even paying attention to even know what happened. I know Vancouver won. She retained the title, and that was it. So if you want me to break down the match, I cannot even do that because I didn't. I told you it wouldn't. It did. That wasn't. All right. So let me say this right. Nikki Bella did not need to be in that match. She did not need to be in that match. She did not need to work a match with Stephanie Vancouver. Her wrestling abilities is not up to par to the point where she could work with a Stephanie Vancouver. Let me be clear on that. I'm not saying she bad. I ain't even saying she good. Right now, at this point in her career, she's in between. So I wouldn't have put her in a match with Stephanie Vancouver because like most of us seen, there was a few botches in the match. You know what I'm saying? So putting her in that type of match was risky, even though there were points where Vancouver made her look good. It still wasn't crisp enough to be a great match. It wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't crisp enough to be anything. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have to put her in that match. They could have put somebody else who deserves that opportunity to be in that match. Now I know they're just trying to rack up wins for Vancouver, but that wasn't a win that she needed. They could have put somebody else in that picture. She didn't need to be a part. There's so many other people that she could have worked the match with that would have been fire. That would have been fire. So many of women that could have took that spot. She didn't need to be part of that. So no, I didn't. I didn't like the match. I didn't like it. You know.
So I agree with you. Somebody else could have been in that spot. If they wanted to have Stephanie on the show, Nikki Bella was not the opponent. That was like a Monday Night Raw or a SmackDown kind of match right there. I mean, with these kind of PLEs, I think what they're missing on is that with these kind of PLEs, they need to hit. And I'm sorry, but Nikki Bella ain't hitting for nothing. We done saw her lose to. She came back and lost to freaking.
Muted. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Something happened with my mic.
Okay.
Something happened with my mic. But she done already came back. She's a loser, bro. She done came back to the company to be a loser. So, what was the point of having her in a match with Stephanie? I don't like it. Nikki Bella needs to go back to what she was doing, filming movies or TV shows or whatever it is that she was doing. Go back to that. Your time has passed. Time has passed. It's time for somebody else. You got Stephanie in there. You could have had Roxanne Perez. They've been talking about pushing Raquel. Yeah, Raquel there. You know what I'm saying? Like there's Lyra Valkyria. They got Bailey. Bailey. You know, neither Lyra nor Bailey did anything for this PLE. You telling me that one of them couldn't have been in that spot? Especially Bailey.
Yeah,
Bailey hasn't really been
Bailey.
doing much of anything.
Yeah, true.
Anything.
True.
So why not have Bailey there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no,
I
I
don't get
agree
it.
with you. I agree with you on that. I didn't feel like she should have been in that spot. And I understand, I mean, she got the Legends contract and she's doing the same thing as Trish Stratus did. I get it, but I still don't agree with it. You know what I mean? Like they put her in a situation where she had to deliver and she couldn't deliver to the point where it would look good. You know what I'm saying? It looked subpar. It looked nothing like the Nikki Bella that we've seen 10 years ago. It looked nothing like that. It looked bad. You know what I'm saying? Of course, there were some spots, like I said, that Vancouver made her look good, but it still didn't look like it would look back then. That's why I have a problem with them bringing the legends back and instantly putting them in matches. Now, I know they didn't put her in a match right away. You know what I'm saying? But they should have worked it up to a point where she could be in a high profile match like this. They should have had her beat down a few jobbers first. You know what I'm saying? Have a few matches here and there just to get her feet wet before they put her in a big time match like this. because it didn't look interesting at all, you know.
At all. At all. And I don't think anybody really cared for it. I'll give this match some dirty bathtub water.
You give it dirty bathtub water.
Dirty bathtub water. Like
I
like three beat people just got out of the same bathtub water. That's how nasty that water is. That's how
I'll
bad
give
that
it.
match was.
I'll give it. You know what? I'll give it. I will give it. I'll give it dirty. I'll give it toilet water. No matter of fact, I'll give it toilet water from the septic tank. That's the type of
Mm,
water I would give. In fact,
mm,
I'll go even further and give it toilet water from one of those porta potties. I'll give it that
mm,
type of water.
mm,
That's what I'll give it.
mm.
Porta potty water. That's what that's what this PLE was. Porta potty water.
Mm.
Yep.
Well, last and certainly least, we got the men's war game match. Take it away, bro.
Trash. Turkey gravy. Dumpster juice. Toilet water times 10. Toilet water times 1,000. That's what this main event was. And the ending made it even worse. The ending made it even worse. The ending made it even worse. Like, I don't again, I don't understand why they keep doing this. Like, are you deliberately trying to push away the fans? Is that what it is? Like, do you really love your fans like you say you do? Like, are you really trying to keep your fans or what? I just want to know. I just want to know, like, what the real problem was. Like, I really just want to know. You know what I mean? I can't understand. I don't get it. Like, fans were leaving. They booed even after the dude in the black came through, which everybody's saying it could be Austin Theory. I heard Austin Theory. I heard Montez Ford. I heard Carmelo Hayes.
Tony D'Angelo.
Tony D'Angelo. So, like, any of those people that they're saying it could be, I'm okay with. But that should have been everybody should have went through the roof when that happened, and no one did. And by the way, what is it with these people like interfering in matches in all black? WWE's done that. They recycled that like a
That's
bunch
a
of
Triple
times this
H
year.
thing, bro. That is a Triple H thing, and I don't understand it.
Like, they recycled that a bunch of times this year. Like, how many times are we gonna see that? I just want to know. Like, if I would be just better with them revealing who it was. You know what I'm saying? Than doing that. That would have probably got a big pop if they just revealed who it was right off the back. But like I said, man, that the whole ending sucked. It did. They had all that star power and they could not generate nothing. You had a match with Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, both of the Usos, and you could not generate nothing. You had two of the youngest upcoming stars in Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. You had Drew McIntyre, who's been on fire this whole entire year with his heel run. You got Logan Paul, who, regardless of what most people are saying about Logan Paul, now I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't think of him being in the vision, but I understand why they did that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest. Logan Paul has been great all year. Now I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this respectfully, because I watched Stevie Richards' podcast. I like his podcast. I actually met Stevie Richards years ago, like about 10 years ago, or whatever. He said that Logan Paul is better than the whole AEW roster. Yo, bro. Yo, you're wildin', bro. Yo, you're wildin'. When he said that, I was like, no, he did not. Now, I respect his opinion because this guy is a legend, an ECW legend. He's been in the game. I like Stevie Richards. I really do. But I cannot agree with that. I cannot agree with that. Logan Paul is nowhere. So you try to tell me he better than Hangman Adam Page? Is that what you're saying? You try to say that he's better than Kenny Omega when he's healthy? Is that what you're saying? You're saying he's better than Swerve Strickland? You're saying he's better than MJF? You're saying he's better than Mark Briscoe? You're saying that he's better than Okada? Like, you're saying because when you say something like that, you're saying that he's better than all these guys, and Logan Paul can't even lace these guys' boots. I'm not saying Logan Paul's bad. Logan Paul is phenomenal for where he's at right now, this young in his career. But he's nowhere near the guys that I just mentioned. Like, no, he's not. He's not. If you can have people like Swerve Strickland come out on a podcast, if you can have people like Swerve Strickland come out on a podcast and say that people like Javon Evans is better than him when he was at that age, that tells you something right there. That tells you something right there. Now, mind you, Logan Paul is not even better than Javon Evans. So for you to say that lets me know that you really not paying attention to that product like that. And if you are, it's your opinion. But I only bring that up because we have a tendency to be like so critical on certain things and then not be critical on the other things. We have a tendency to do that. That includes everybody, even us at times. You know what I'm saying? But I would never, ever, ever go say something like that, knowing where Logan Paul is at right now in his career and where those guys were at when Logan Paul was still podcasting. Okada was the New Japan heavyweight champion. He was selling out crowds in Japan. When Logan Paul was podcasting, Kenny Omega was the belt collector. Now, I don't know the timeline or whatever like that, but I'm just saying, like, I know Logan Paul wasn't in the wrestling ring just yet. So I just needed to put that out there because it popped into my head, but I know I got off topic or whatever, but it kind of fits into what we're saying because That's wrong. But go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, I mean, what else can I say? You had all this star power. Roman Reigns.
Go ahead and keep
Bro-
talking, bro. This one right here is right next to me. Just go ahead. Go ahead. Keep going, bro.
You had all this star power. Roman Reigns. You brought him back. You brought back Brock Lesnar, knowing damn well he ain't had no business being back on TV for anybody. I don't care. While this trial is going on, or while this investigation, or whatever it is with Vince McMahon going on, Brock Lesnar has no reason to be on anybody's TV. Anyways, I digress. You have Cody Rhodes, CM Punk. You have Drew McIntyre. You have Logan Paul. Jimmy, all this star power, and you gave us a shit sandwich. This match was the equivalent to what I released in the toilet this morning. It was shit. The traditional Survivor Series match we got on SmackDown between Solo Sikoa and the MFTs versus Sami Zayn's crew, that could have been on in the place of this. This was a crap sandwich. It was not any good at all. And then the ending made it even worse. Like, so you have your biggest star. I don't care what anybody says. Roman Reigns is the biggest star in professional wrestling. I'm talking about out of WWE, AEW, TNA, whatever you watch, Roman Reigns is the biggest attraction in professional wrestling. You had him help up CM Punk, and then as he's leaving the ring, he says, I will never team with you again to Cody Rhodes. And then that's how it ends. You leave it at that. That's how it ends. Regardless of what y'all say, Roman Reigns is the biggest wrestling attraction in professional wrestling, not just WWE, in professional wrestling. You had him in this War Games match do 5-6 moves. The biggest attraction in professional wrestling, this is what you do. Dog shit. And then, to make matters even worse, in the middle of the freaking match, you had Jey Uso yeeting.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely didn't like that. I was like, huh? And then that's where Brock Lesnar came out. Yeah, I didn't like approve of that.
Thank God. Like, what was the New Day say? Thank God that Brock Lesnar's music hit when it did, because that was some piss poor booking. You gonna have this man, he looked all kinds of weak. And Jimmy didn't help because Jimmy was egging him on by doing it himself. They look all kinds of weak doing that in the middle of what was supposed to be a serious match.
Yeah.
All this star power. Brock Lesnar looked strong at the beginning and then disappeared. Roman Reigns did his 5 or 6 moves and disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
What was the point of having them two in the War Games match? Don't worry, I'll wait.
I mean, I have nothing, man. I have nothing.
My point exactly. It was all for star power. It was all to get eyes on the product by bringing the biggest star in professional wrestling, Roman Reigns, back.
Mm-hmm.
The most polarizing person in professional wrestling because of what's going on with Vince McMahon, Brock Lesnar, back to get eyes on it. And so you did those two things to get eyes on the product, and you gave them a big old steamy pile of Darius's morning shit.
Mm-hmm.
I said my name. You right. I said my name. But guess what? Guess what? That stuff that I let off in the toilet before I went to work this morning, that's what this match was. For what? Bro, like, explain to me. Why? Why? Again, it's the same thing that I said for the women. Nothing crazy happened. Like, if you were gonna see something crazy happen, I would have saw it coming from Logan Paul, because he's known to be doing the flippy shit that people like to talk about. Didn't see it from Logan Paul.
Mm-mm.
You know,
Oh.
you see some crazy chair shot or somebody going through a table crazy. You got Drew McIntyre in there. You know, you got Braun Breaker in there. Bronson fucking Reed is in there. You telling me that we saw nothing crazy? We saw no color. Again, this is why everybody and their mama is saying that AEW does WWE's concept better than WWE. So I don't know, bro. This is a big old steamy pile of morning poop.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. It was turkey gravy. Yeah, it was bad. You know, like I said, man, I really think WWE's purposely trying to push the fans away and just trying to keep these newer fans that that believe in anything that they do now. I think that's just what it is. You know what I mean? Like even when you look at the content creator scene, like they got content creators in the books, you know what I'm saying, that they mess with, and those content creators, they showed them on screen tonight on Monday Night Raw. I mean, I ain't hating. I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, I look, we not one of the ones that's gonna tell you everything that you want to hear. We're not doing that. You know what I mean? We're gonna be honest and give the honest opinion. If this PLE was dope, we would have said it was dope. This is a good way to make a comeback. But it
If
wasn't.
if you guys have been paying attention, it was just our last show. We shit on AEW for having a national title. Hey, anybody can catch it. I don't care. Anybody can catch it. This show was garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Dumpster juice, toilet water, turkey gravy, all the sayings that you could come up with to say something was bad. That was Survivor Series. It's almost to the point to where I put WrestlePalooza over it, and WrestlePalooza was god awful.
Yeah. You know it's bad. You know it's bad. If you say WrestlePalooza was better.
I'm almost to the point to where I could put WrestlePalooza over it, because I'm
Yo.
like, this is supposed to be one of the. This is what they considered the big four. This is supposed to be one of the big four, and this is what we get.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we got. That's what we got. That's what we
I don't know,
got.
bro. I don't know.
Look.
So I got a question to ask you. I kind of asked you on the phone earlier. I'm gonna ask you here on the show.
Mm-hmm.
If you could take out, because I think the women's was fine when it comes to who was in there, just the execution just wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
If you could take out anybody, doesn't matter the amount of guys out of the men's War Games match, who would you take out? And shout out to Ladybug. Ladybug asked this question on her panel after the show ended on Saturday. So I'm gonna ask you, who would you switch out?
Who would I switch out of the men's War Games? Brock Lesnar did not need to be in there. Brock Lesnar
Who
did
would you
not.
replace him with?
Who would I replace Brock Lesnar with? It's a good question. Honestly, I would have replaced him. I would have that'd have been my time to bring back Austin Theory. I would have replaced him with Theory, or I would have placed him with Carmelo, or I would have placed him with Montez Ford. Any one of those guys that could have benefited from this, I would have put them in there. Brock Lesnar didn't need to be in that War Games. He barely did anything. He did a few things to keep himself looking monstrous, and then after a while, you didn't see him no more in the match. That was it. You know, it's like I told you, man. It's like this is lazy booking. Like it's real lazy. It's real lazy. Shout out to Mr. Allen too. We spoke about this because I was on TikTok for a little bit and we spoke about it. But this was lazy booking. It was very lazy. Like it didn't appeal to me at all. It was just very lazy booking. And you could tell it was lazy because a lot of the stuff that they were doing, it wasn't fluent. It wasn't smooth. It was like probably it seemed like it was last minute added, especially the whole Yeet thing. Like when did you ever see him do that in the middle of a match? In a Survivor Series match, in a War Games match, he's doing that? Nah, man.
This wasn't it. I will say, I originally, whenever I answered the question on Ladybug's Live, I said Brock Lesnar, and you place him at Austin Theory, right? But I also said Roman Reigns, and you replace him with John Cena.
Now,
I said John Cena because this is his last time at Survivor Series. We didn't need the match with Dominic Mysterio. That traditional Survivor Series match that we got on SmackDown could have been added to the show, and then you put John Cena in the place of Roman Reigns because John Cena has never been in a War Games match.
never.
And
Yeah, that's true.
And he has history with Austin Theory because he would have, if it was up to me, he would have been there. He has history with imagine the story being told with him teaming up with CM Punk.
Yeah.
Probably his biggest nemesis of his career, made outside of Randy Orton, is I'll say 1A and 1B is Randy Orton and CM Punk. Imagine the story being told with him teaming up with CM Punk.
Yeah.
He has history with a few of them guys. He has history with Logan Paul. Hell, we just saw them in a tag match earlier at both as heels.
Mm-hmm.
So it would have made perfect sense to have John Cena part of the War Games match and not Roman. It would have made sense to have Austin Theory part of the War Games match and not Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
You could have saved Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar from this embarrassment.
Yeah. It wasn't the best showing from either of them at all. It wasn't the best showing.
And now Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns have probably gone back into hiding until either Saturday night's main event or the Royal Rumble.
Yep. I mean, yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yep.
All in all, bro, I give this show, I've said all the phrases already, so I'll just let the audience pick one. Dumpster juice, toilet water, turkey gravy, shit water, dirty bathtub water, hot dog water, whatever y'all want to call it. That's what this was.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. Whatever my bro said, I agree with it because it wasn't
Pig
good at
feet
all.
water, chitlin water. You got to clean your chitlins before. Exactly. You got to clean your chitlins before you cook them.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the perfect one right there. Chitlin water, pig feces waters, chitlins water. And for those that know, they know. I don't eat chitlins, but I remember watching my grandma clean them and cook them. Chitlins water. That's what this show was. Chitlins water.
Yeah. Never
I'm gonna
ate
start writing down all these phrases, bro. I'm gonna write them down.
Never ate chitlins before, but I smelled them
No.
and I never
No.
want to.
No, I've never eaten chitlins either. But like I said, I remember my grandmother for Thanksgiving and Christmases cleaning them and cooking them.
Yeah, I mean, I be no. Yeah, but I mean that's how I look at it too, man. It was bad. It was real bad. I ain't got nothing else to say. I'm just very disappointed, and they continuing to insult our intelligence with this type of content. So I wasn't even that invested in Monday Night Raw. I watched it, but I wasn't that invested. I'm more invested in our AI promotion that we're doing right now than I'm invested in watching them. Our AI promotion is more entertaining than what they're doing.
That's bad, bro.
And
That
that's
is so
bad.
bad.
And that's bad. That's bad because we ain't got none of that stuff that they got. How is that? How is our AI promotion more appealing than their content right now? That's crazy. But
Everything about this is crazy. It really is. And it's so disappointing. It really is. It is extremely disappointing to see a company that we all grew up watching go downhill like this.
yeah,
It is very, very, very troublesome.
yeah, I agree.
I don't know. I mean, maybe the chat can give some ideas. Maybe we can get people to comment on it to give some ideas on what can be done to fix this. Because I don't personally know.
Man, honestly, I feel like the only thing that could be done is that the fans, the viewers, gotta stop supporting this filth, and that's the only way they will try and fix it. Stop supporting it. You know, that's what I say. Stop supporting it. Don't watch. Because me personally, I'm probably not going to be watching for a while. You know what I mean? I'm probably not. I'm not invested in like I used to as far as their content. I'm probably going to be. I'm not probably. I am. More invested in AEW and the Indies right now. Like, cause WWE is not living up to what they call in their standard is supposed to be. They're not.
Bro, listen. So I am invested in NXT because I think right now, out of all three brands for WWE, NXT is the superior brand. And shout
Yo,
out to
yeah,
Shawn Michaels because Shawn Michaels is doing his thing down there in NXT. I
that
am
I agree
invested
with you.
in it.
Hmm.
Yes, I am invested in NXT. I'm invested in AEW. I have become more invested in NWA. For everybody don't know, NWA, if Roku channel's free, y'all. Roku channel's free. And it's just an hour-long show. Get
Hmm.
on there and you can go back and watch all their shows on the
Hmm.
Roku channel. Every
Yep.
show that's been on the Roku channel, you could go back and watch. So I've been like, I was up all night for things the night before Thanksgiving, cooking and cleaning and getting ready for family to come over and stuff like that. And what did I do while I was right before I put my turkey in the oven? I was catching up on NWA.
Hmm.
So I've become more invested in NWA. And then this Saturday, this Saturday we got Ashe Wrestling.
Hmm. 2 year
And we
anniversary.
y'all, yeah, y'all already know that's gonna be a banger for anniversary show. It better be a banger, and we
Yeah.
gonna recover. We gonna review that too. That's what we
Hmm.
do. We got a couple. We got a couple shows coming up that we're gonna review because Ashe's got one coming up, and Dominant Championship Wrestling's got one coming up too. So y'all be on the lookout for that. But yeah, I mean, I watched Raw tonight. I mean, I had bits and pieces of it as background noise as I was cleaning my kitchen. It's just I don't know. I thought Solo and Gunther put on a banger of a match. You
Yeah.
know, I
Yeah.
did enjoy that. I did enjoy that. I thought Jay and LA Knight was a pretty decent match too. And that's what kills me right now. That's what's killing me about this company. They'll put on some halfway decent matches for Raw, But then when it comes to PLE time, like they give us a dog shit product for PLEs.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand it. Like Gunther and Solo would have taken over Survivor Series if that was on Survivor Series the other night.
Uh,
That would have been match of the night if that was on Survivor Series.
mm-hmm.
But we got it for free. Not, I guess, not for free if you pay for Netflix. We got it on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
We got it on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
It should be the other way around. Give us some mediocre matches with some good storytelling on Raw and SmackDown, and then give us some hitters, some bangers for the PLEs, man. I don't understand it.
Hey, like I said, man, look, I ain't got nothing more to say. I done told you already how I feel, people. Like wasn't good at all. Wasn't good.
Straight Chitlins water.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
That's
you
all I
got
got to say, bro. It's like it's so bad. And you know what? The only thing that I'm looking forward to with the upcoming Saturday Night's main event is watching John Cena's final match. I
yeah,
don't expect anything else other than that to come from it. I don't even expect anything to come from the Royal Rumble being in Saudi Arabia because we know the Crown Prince wants to see all these nostalgia acts come and be on the show. So I don't have any, you know what? Every high hope that I have for WWE is gone.
yeah, me too. Me too. That's exactly how I
I'll
feel.
save it for NXT, AEW, Ashe, Dominant, and NWA. And then whatever other wrestling show that I can get my eyes on, I'll save it for that. But Raw, SmackDown, and PLEs,
Mm-hmm.
they better be glad that I'm invested in NXT.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I agree. Well, before we go, uh, big shout out to everybody that's been supporting us. You know what I mean, from the beginning till now. Uh, we've had a terrific first year of Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle podcast, and we are ending off strong, super strong, like Super Saiyan 5, Super Saiyan Infinite strong. We're ending off. We got the interview with Buff Bagwell coming up. We got a bunch of
Ooh,
interviews coming up, and
we got AJ Kazana, or not AJ, KC Kazana on Wednesday. And then
mhm.
Friday, we got Buff Bagwell. And then Saturday, we got Ashe.
So
We're going to be busy.
we got we got a big week ahead of us, and we're ended off right. We're appreciative of everything. Make sure you check out our AI wrestlers that we got cutting these promos and preparing. We got something special coming up with that too. We'll keep you guys posted when we're ready to announce it. Other than that, we're just having fun with some AI. We're creating some stuff, and it's looking good. So be on the lookout for something real special that we're doing with that. But until then, check out these promos that these wrestlers are doing. Or our AI versions of ourselves. We apparently have a feud starting with another tag team. So you're gonna see that evolve in the weeks ahead. Uh, we got a lot going on. Just stay tuned. Just stay tuned and keep your eyes peeled to the your eyes glued to the TV or computer monitor or your cell phone, wherever you watch your YouTube content, Facebook, whatever. Keep your eyes glued to that because we got a lot going on. You know. Anyway, it's your boy S. Got bars in a dynamic one, and we'll be back with another one. Ring ropes and turnbuckle.
And that wraps up another explosive edition of the podcast. Join us next week as the road to the championship continues.
This is the Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle Podcast, your home for real pro wrestling talk.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, we the champs. Thanks for listening. We gone.